Hello and welcome to today's episode of Lessons from Women in the Bible. Another awesome day, another amazing day to look at another amazing woman, and it's no other than Naomi. Naomi, I'm very sure some of us will know the story of Naomi or would have heard about the story of Naomi and Ruth. Naomi was married and she lost her husband at some point and her two sons, and she actually has told her daughter-in-laws to go back to where they were from, but Ruth refused and stuck with her, stayed with her. And the story of Naomi is actually found in the book of Ruth, and it's the whole book. It's Ruth 1 to 4, Ruth chapter 1 to chapter 4. But Naomi was a bitter woman because of what she had experienced. She had experienced the loss of her husband, she had experienced the loss of her sons. So it seemed like life had really ended. There was nothing more. What was she here for? In fact, there was no purpose. She was just there, and she had said she was going to go back to her own place, her own people. But the amazing thing about Naomi and her story is the fact that she didn't give up. At some point, it seemed like she had had it up to here. I mean, she changed her name from Naomi, which meant joy, to Mara, which meant bitterness. And I'd like us to read Ruth chapter 1, verse 20 for emphasis on that. And it says, "But she said to them, 'Do not call me Naomi, call me Mara, for the Almighty has dealt very bitterly with me.'" 21. "I went out full, and the Lord has brought me home again empty. Why do you call me Naomi, since the Lord has testified against thee, and the Almighty has acquitted me?" So really, Naomi was in a bitter place. She was a bitter woman. It seemed like there was nothing else she was living for. But the amazing thing is that this woman called Naomi eventually had a grandson called Obed, given birth to by Ruth, who was married to Boaz. How could she really have known that Obed, her grandson, would be in the family tree of Jesus? How could she really have known? But really, the lesson is about her. Yes, she had known discouragements, and trust me, she really knew discouragements based off of what had happened to her. But she didn't give in to the temptation to give up. And that's a lesson we need to learn today. And another lesson I would really like us to pick subtly is the fact that along the way, she didn't just leave her alone in her bitterness. I mean, she could have gone through the path of, "I've experienced so much pain, there's nothing I have to give, I'm sulking in my past." But she encouraged, she was advising Ruth, with regards to Boaz, and eventually she gave birth to Obed for Boaz. So please, know that God has a purpose for you, even in these days, though it might seem late. Know that God is never late, and He has purpose, He has a plan for you. And indeed, you will still laugh. Naomi laughed at the end. Her name was Naomi. She changed to bitterness, Mara. But at the end, her name still came out. She was filled with joy and she laughed. And trust me, this is just an encouragement for you to hear that you will laugh last. You will still laugh. You will still be joyful. And it is now. I sincerely hope that this episode has encouraged you from the lesson of Naomi. Don't give up. Don't give in. God knows you. He knows where you are at. But He's also a God of times and seasons, and He's absolutely not done with you yet. Thank you for watching today's episode, and indeed, I know that and hope that you are being blessed. It's my prayer that for anyone going through any situation and you're feeling like, "Lord, I need your strength," that strength is released unto you today. You are strengthened in your mind, you are strengthened in your spirit, you are strengthened in your soul, and it's filling you with joy and His kiss like never before, in the name of Jesus. Please call me up, chat me up when the testimonies start pouring in so that I can rejoice with you. Stay blessed, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Then, bye for now.